it's almost the weekend in the 608.
Madison Magazine Associate Editor Joel Patnaud is here to fill in tonight for Emmy Fink.
Hey,
Hi, Joel. Good to see you.
You too.
Happy Thursday.
I know, we're all messed up because of the holiday. So it's a big weekend for jazz and jazz fans.
Yeah,
right?
it really is. And it all starts Friday night with Stroll in Middleton Jazz Festival. Now, that will be 8 venues in downtown Middleton, which is very walkable, with 14 jazz ensembles expected to play. This is organized by the Greater Madison Jazz Consortium. It includes Johnny Chimes, of course, who usually plays Louisiana's, but Jim Erickson Septet, and another highlight, Jerry DiMaggio World. What is it? As she puts it, the World Jazz Unit is worth seeing too. And there's also a pop-up art walk as well in several locations.
As you say, very walkable downtown
Yes.
Middleton. All right, then Saturday.
Saturday also, Café CODA. This is a much anticipated opening of what Madison has been lacking, which is a dedicated jazz club. It is being organized and has long been sought, a location anyway, by jazz musician John Taylor Hanna. He'll be opening it Saturday afternoon with a community drum circle, and then an open house. And then in the evening, there will be a performance by Chicago-Detroit jazz pianist Alexis Lambre.
Okay.
Now, the cafe anyway, Café CODA, will be open Wednesdays through Saturdays, so there'll be nights dedicated to improv, world dance music, regional acts, as well as world-renowned professional players.
On Willie Street.
On Willie Street, yep.
Very cool. Well, if you like live music, but you're not necessarily into jazz, there's some other good options this weekend.
There's the roots icons of Dave Alvin and Jimmy Dale Gilmore at the Stoughton Opera House. That could be really cool. The guitarist Alvin and singer Jimmy Dale Gilmore have been friends for a long time, but they've only recently started collaborating. They put out an album in June called Downey to Lubbock, and they're out supporting that now, and they'll be at the Opera House.
Okay. All right, an interesting exhibit opening at Overture as well.
Yes, in the upstairs James Watros Gallery, there will be 10 photographers from Chicago, I'm trying to think of Milwaukee, St. Louis, Dayton, Iowa City, all with different interpretations of life and the landscape of the Midwest. They have a Friday opening reception. Many of those photographers will be there for that evening. And then the exhibit is open until October 28th.
And it's free.
Yes, it is.
All right, very cool. And of course, this is Ironman weekend in Madison.
It is. And so people are used to road closures. It's going to be complicated all the more by the road closures that we already have for downtown flooding. I have been back and forth with the organization, Ironman organization, to see if they're making any contingency plans. And apparently they're only changing the first 3 miles and the last 3 miles of the bike course. And that's because of flooded trails. The swim course is going to be the same, despite Lake Mendota having maybe water quality issues and debris floating out there, but they're going to be keeping an eye on that right to the beginning of the race. But this is an event that, while 2,900 people participate in, 30,000 people tend to spectate.
It's so inspiring.
Yeah,
it really is. So I'm hoping people will try to find ways to the course.
Cheer on the runners that run through campus downtown.
Yeah. I mean,
and you'll be competing as usual.
Again, no.
Joel, thank you.
Good to see you.
Lots going on. Get this month's Madison Magazine for all the best in the Madison area.
When we come back.